Okay, got a little cuckoo clock project here. This one's kind of a disaster. Looks like it must have fallen off a wall. I got pieces, little people. So we've got really, really dirty. Look at that. Look at that. Man, real dirty. And I'll take it apart. We have to repair the case by gluing everything back on. Figure out what's going on with it. And it's like a real tangled mess. Got a music box. I'll check it out. See if we can get this thing to work. And we'll start by get a couple containers. Keep parts in. Okay. We'll start with taking hands off, maybe. Yeah, it's all tight. Okay. Alright. Whew, this one is really dirty. Okay. And there. Okay, now we're going to move the, take the hooks and what have you off the chains. So I better get them all untangled inside here. Out the inside here first. God. What a tangled up mess this one is. Okay. Good grief. Yeah, I'll just start taking hooks off. Chain is really rusty, so it's a steel chain. Loops. Just need to get everything out of here. There's a hook. Wow. Tangled up mess. Okay. Another one. Another loop. There's something just cleaning up chains. Maybe a hook somewhere else. Whew. Man. Here's another little piece. Sheesh. Let me get these bellows out of the way. Can't be too old. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Huh, that is really strange. Never saw it be like that. Get these out of the way though. Make getting the rest of this apart a lot easier. Okay. Okay, it's got a nail in it. All red. Okay. Okay, that's out of the way. Okay, there's one hook. Where's the other one? Here it is. Get these hooks out of the way, at least more wires out of the way, so I can get these. See if I can get these chains out. Regula 25. Let's see about getting the pendulum suspension rod out the way. Oh, micro. I just need to spread that a little bit. There we go. Get that unhooked. Another wire out of the way. Alright, now we got some chains we can pull. Let's see about this one. Okay, there's one chain. Jammed. That one's jammed. Music box. Okay. Okay, music box chain. Come on, baby. Oh, they're hard to move too because they're rusty. Rusty and crusty. Let's see where we're at here. I got chains all tangled up. Okay, there's a chain. And we get one more chain in there, and that one is jammed in the movement. So, okay, this is something in the front. Okay, let's undo the cuckoo. Okay, close the door. Anything here? Alright. 4 screws to take the movement out. Come on. Need some more light here. 2, 3, 4. Let's see what's operating that. Okay, the dancing box or dancer platform is run by the music box, so this should come right out. Okay, there we go. That's out. Last chain is out. All right. Now, here you can see the music box here. Okay, and that's the chain goes around this chain wheel. Oh, it's kind of sloppy. I wonder if that's something wrong with it. And there's a gear on the end, and then another little spur gear here. Goes to a gear here. That turns the platform. And then the people turn. Okay. Well, let's get those guys out of there so that we can repair case. Just get everything clean. The 2 screws that holds the platform in. Okay. And there's the dancing platform. 2 screws there. Now, I think it's a little dirty. Let's look at that. Look at this. Oh, boy, this has been around for a while, being cleaned. And then we have music box, like 2 screws that are holding it in. Let's get it out, because we're going to have to clean it too. Boy, those are long screws. Okay, music box is out. I can put the screws back in there so I know where they go. Where that one went? No, that one went. Goes this way, so that one and this one. Okay, should be right here. Gosh darn it. Fingers don't want to work. What is going on here? One goes there, one goes there. It's where they goes. Little devil. There, finally. Okay, and music box will need cleaned. It's pretty doggone dirty too. And the gear here, see, little spur gear, ground gear, I mean. All right, and then we got to clean this case and glue pieces back on. We'll set the case aside and we'll take a look at, I suppose I should do all the gluing so that sets up, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Get the little people out of the way. It's got a wood chopper that goes on the front. Okay, and we're shedding needles of all kinds. It looks like this, let's see if we can find replacements for these because these are a mess. Little trees, whole cases. Look at the, look at this. I think it's been sitting around a while. It's just dirt. What's that, the trash? Okay. Yuck. Little water wheel. Yeah, that runs here. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay, this is for the wood chopper. Okay, let's set that aside and get the, if I can do something with these little artificial trees. And the needles are all coming out. Maybe what we'll end up doing is replace those with some silhouetted wooden ones. See what I can find to replace. I don't know what's available. And anyway, let's take a look here. Birdie, time for you to get off. Okay, good, got a metal base, just dirty. Movement, I'm not sure what we got here. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can get this. Oh. All right. Let's see movement-wise what we got. Plastic gears. Okay, the strike seems to run. Very stiff, but okay, it runs okay. Check, see what we get wear-wise. Looks like this was made in 1984. I don't see any wear on this. It looks like it's just going to need to be thoroughly cleaned, so we'll take it apart and clean it. Okay, here's our star wheel. Let's see where it ends up. You can see that. Okay, now see, remember, see how these two tabs here are pretty much parallel with the edge of the plate, just maybe slightly ahead. And it can come off. The lever for the music box can come off. It goes right here, and then we can take the rest of this apart. So let's get this stuff apart here so we can get this cleaned and back running. Okay. Lever. Come on, lever. That should come off. There it goes. Let me get out of the container for okay, do that. Get rid of the star wheel. Oh my goodness, dusty. Oh goodness. Okay, star wheel should come off. There it is. And now we gotta take the oh my goodness. Okay. I gotta bring a magnifier down to be able to see. Okay, here's the... Boy, that's a weird way to hook a spring. A spring for the hammer. I come out through that hole. Comes out through this little hole here. And when you turn the hammer backwards, pull it out. Turn for lever for the bellow. Long one. Okay. Alrighty. What's that? That is really weird. That is the strangest thing. This is just a weird looking lever. I don't know what the heck. I'll have to check that out. Alright, now we're getting there. And now we need to take stuff off the front, and that involves all these little E-clips. Okay, that E-clip is there. Come on. There we go. Let's let them all sit here. So there's our rack. Yeah, it's kind of stiff because it's Oh yeah, somebody oiled it. My oil is all icky. Okay, that's done. Get the E-clip off here for the there's that one. That means this washer can come off now. That allows me to take the snail off and the intermediate wheel. And look, these levers are held on by E-clips on in the side here. So, I'll take this one out. I need a smaller. This lever out first. Okay. Come on. Okay. Those four. We're going to undo the spring on this one. The spring comes off. Rotates around, comes off, and these levers, this lever, gotta get it out of the way, it's not gonna this going to clear? Yeah, it is. Okay. Come on, baby. Whoa. Wow. Some kind of corrosion there. Wow, that's nasty. And get this one out. Okay, there we go. Alright, and then we've got the get the gathering pallet out. Let's put these in our container. Alright, let's see how tough this gathering pallet is. Get me my crow's foot. Okay, let's knock the water bottle over. There we go. That's off. And now we can take all this out of here. And I will keep my... Here's the strike side. And the run side. Let's check. Here's run and strike. So we will now... Whew! Dust really is my nose running. That's the one. And take these. Okay. Alright, now we're going to take that off, but and we have run, strike, okay. Oh, something's jammed. Ooh, yeah, these gears just don't want to come off. Okay, we have, yeah, these are stiff because they're all dried up. Okay, there's our escape. Okay, let's check this, make sure there's no cracks. I don't see any cracks in the plastic. And then this one has a little C-clip on it, or E-clip. Okay, come on. Okay. Oh, he's still on there. Okay, there he is. And that will come off. And that's as far as we can get them apart. To take the center shaft out, you would have to take this off. And I don't want to do that unless it's absolutely necessary. And we don't want to undo the perch either, simply because it's on, squeezed on these two things. And if you try undoing those, sometimes you end up breaking off a tab and then you're in trouble. Okay, so we need to need to wash things up. We'll put them in the ultrasonic. What I will do is is I'm going to before I put these into the ultrasonic cleaner. I'm just going to brush off any dirt that's on them, since contaminating the fluid. Just get as much off of it as, holy smokes. It's coming. I don't know what they used on this to oil it, but it's really a mess. So I'll just clean all these pieces. This way I get the grime out of them. Check the clicks. Seem to be okay. Wow. What on earth? Kind of powdery dust in them. Okay. Yeah, pretty dirty. Some rust. I'll have to clean that up. Get that junk out of there. Sheesh. Yeah, pretty tricky. This thing's been stored somewhere for a long, long time. Alrighty. Okay, let's do it to it. Alright, on this case now, these so-called trees are just a mess, completely brittle, rusted. See if I can't find something to replace them. This is all loose, so I'm going to pull that apart so that I can work on this. Nail. Maybe. Oh man, that one is really tight. Those are both flat. Let's see if I can get it with, hold it with this one. There we go. Okay. third one? Yeah, there's a third one. Okay. Alright. I need to take that water wheel off of there. And that's on with a couple of set screws. Pulley in there. I'm going to take it out so I can get that shaft out of the way so I can clean that case. This thing, oh man, something was forced in there and actually chipped the wood. Out of there. This is just mold, mildew. I gotta clean that all off before I start doing any glue. Look at the excess glue here. Like somebody tried to do some repairs on this before. It doesn't look real hot. Let's glue out of there. Clean that up. Okay, now. I've got to get something in here. This has been repaired before and not really well aligned. This is offline. I'm just going to leave it though. I'll have to find something to clean that mold off of there. There we go. Try about some 99% isopropyl. Let's see what that does. It's just mildew. damp, dirty location for some time. Scrub this. That should kill any mold that's there. Okay, now it's very moldy. Alcohol, kill any mold that's on it. Come back later. And the alcohol will evaporate in a hurry. Yeah, there's some real dust inside of it too. That'll get nice and easy. Clean as it can be. Sure. Any mold spores are dead. Disinfect that. Okay. There's mold here. Mildew here. Okay. All right. And then we'll put the glue to it. Pieces back on. And then we'll coat this with linseed oil and linseed oil and mineral spirits. Alrighty. Okay. Got the movement cleaned. Put it back together. And now we got to put all the other parts on. Okay. Let's see how this one runs. If I have... Okay, that's going to run just fine. And that side's running very well. Okay, very good. Looks like everything's in order. There's really no wear on this movement at all. There's nothing that needed bushed. Everything's just fine. So we'll put it back together. Okay, I got this one glued back on, but I not only glued it, I put 2 brass screws in from the back. So it's not just glued, but it actually has brass screws into it. The bottom one here, that piece, I also put 3 brass screws in the back there to hold that on. That'll make it much sturdier. The little guy is glued back on, and we have him set up so that he will do some wood chopping when the thing is cuckooing. And now this little fence here, there's one piece yet to glue on here, and there's one piece that's missing. So I have a skewer out of bamboo that's just the right thickness and width that I think I'll cut one out, color it, and replace that piece. Then I think we've got everything back together except for the water wheel. We'll put the movement in and we'll be getting close to done with this. Okay, this was real fun. The music box goes up here. The chain that goes around that wheel. It goes down here and it goes through this slot around this rubber wheel. The rubber wheel is so dirty it looks like wood, and so when the music box is playing, it rubs on that rubber wheel and turns that rubber wheel. That rubber wheel in turn has an axle on it that runs through the front and goes to the water wheel. So let's trip see if I can trip the music box. I can see it here. Okay, now I'm going to play the music box. Okay, and there it is. Now that's going to work. Okay, that was fun getting that all to line up. And now we're going to put the dancers in. This is a real stinker to get to work. The problem is getting the crown gear that's on the other side of this. Let me show you where it is. I don't know if you can see it in there, the crown gear, to mesh with that spur gear smoothly to make the dancers move. One of the things you have to do is put the dancers in first, then put the music box in. But loosen this set screw that has the chain wheel on it and the crown gear on the other side, so that once you get the music box in, then you can slide that back and forth till the crown gear and the spur gear mesh properly, then tighten up this set screw through this little door over here. It's taken forever for me to get this to work right. And anyway, the chain has to go up the hole on the right, around the chain wheel on the music box, down through the hole in that little, where that rubber wheel is, and out that bottom. And now we can make it play. Let me set this down. Here, I'm going to pull on the chain now. Well, no, what? Oh, got to release the music box. Okay, now the next thing is to get the movement in, and we've got to watch several things as we set this up. There is a lever at the top that has to be pressed. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. The music box lever right there. When you press down on that, that releases this piece from the hole. And what it will do is, let me go ahead and show you what happens when I press that lever. Pops that out of the hole, then the thing can play. Okay, so there is a lever that goes on the movement that will come down and press on that after the Cuckoo is done playing. So we've got to set that up correctly too. There's the front now. I did make that piece that goes in that front fence. I'm not real happy with it, but it's going to have to do. This lever is the one that's going to get tricky to adjust. There's going to be the adjustments for it this way on the shaft here on the movement. There's going to be the adjustment of this lever, which presses down on the lever of the music box to release, pull the tab out of the hole. And this lever, this wire, that as this presses down, that wire moves in front of the fan to act as a stop until the movement is done cuckooing. Then this jumps out of the way, this releases a fan, and then the music box can play. So this is going to get nasty to adjust. The chains that were with this really should be replaced. They're steel, and they look kind of stiff right now. The reason is they were so rusty that I soaked them in a rust conversion chemical and set them up to dry, and now I've got to rub these pulleys through cloth to take off the residue and clean these up so that they'll at least not be rusty anymore, and will work. Something's not right here. I don't think this is the original movement for this case. Look at these chains. These chains do not line up with those holes, and they're going to drag, and we'll be lucky if we don't have problems having this continuing to run. I don't think this is the movement that was originally with this case. I can't believe that they would design a case with that movement with the holes so far off as those are. Well, this is what I was given to repair. It's going back together, and that's the way it's going to stay. Yep, changed my mind. I'm going to take this all back out and make new holes. I can't leave that way. Alright, so I took some doweling and turned it down to the proper diameter. It was I can't remember, 10 millimeters on the lathe. And then cut discs the thickness of the base. Put wood glue on it, and both on the hole and then the disc. And now we're going to let that sit and harden. And then where those little holes are is where we're going to re-drill the new holes. And we'll use a step drill for that. And they'll be repositioned in the proper places so the chains drop down through nice and straight. And this is step drill. 9 millimeters is what I used to drill out the new holes. See the old holes filled in. These will be lined up right for the water wheel. These now will be lined up right for the movement we have. Now I'm going to fill in the rest of this, clean it up, color it, match it as best I can so that it looks like it hasn't been messed with. Filling in with quickwood. We'll have to do some more filling after we sand that, clean it up, and we'll do some more filling, and then we'll paint it, make it look like the original. Okay, the quickwood is dried, and now I can sand these, and these will be the new holes then. That should make a lot more sense. So we will sand this off. Okay, now we'll get the step drills again. Use it to clean out the holes. Sliver in there. There we go. Cleans those holes up. I'll finish sanding that and have that ready again. Okay, so inside looks like that. Bottom looks like that. And we're ready to just let her dry, and we'll put our stuff back together. And there's what the inside looks like with new holes. Now we can put things back together. A couple of bare spots back here, and the reason for that is there were two little trees, little pine trees that were there. We've got to duplicate those because they were completely disintegrated. Here's all that's left of the two trees. This is the little one, and this is the bigger one. And you can see they're just kind of little bristles stuck into twisted wire. So we're going to try to duplicate that. The larger of the two is 8.5 centimeters, 0.9 millimeter wire, and twisted enough to be able to measure it. The smaller one is 3.5 centimeters, And its wire thickness is 1/2 millimeter. Okay, got an old brush. This would be a good source for fibers. Let's cut some of these off here. Let's see if that'll do. Okay, there we go. Let's try that out and see how that works. Now, I don't imagine, looking at most of these fibers, they're not very long. So I'm going to say, probably cut these in half for the bigger one. So let's just go and cut half of these, like so, and like so. Okay, that should be enough, I think. Let's see how that goes. Now we can trim after we get this done. I folded this in half. Let's see if we're seeing that in here. Okay. Folded this bigger wire in half. And let's see what we got here. Never done this before, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay. How about we take some of these? And that tree's got to be about that big. We said about 8 centimeters, right? 8.5 total length. So we'll take some of these and we'll put them in here. Getting kind of messy. Let's get these between the pieces anyway. Gosh darn. Okay. Let's see if we can do it that way. Add some more in here. Probably big enough, right? Big enough for a little tree. Now let's take a hemostat and let's put that here. And then let's take this. Wait a minute. Maybe we should take. Let's see if we can make this work. I got those things in there. And now I'll see if I can twist these. I don't know if this going to work or not. Don't think that's going to work. Well, how about if I do it this way? No, we'll go that way. Let's just do this. That might be far enough, huh? Okay. And now we get kind of looking like a little bottle brush. Now let's straighten these out. I got some twists in them. That will be a piece that's got to go down, get glued into the base. Now let's put some glue in there and just put a little glue on it. Now let me see if I can take some scissors and trim this off a little bit, maybe be a little. Give it kind of a tree look, I guess, I don't know. Okay. Let's see if we have to make that skinnier or not. I'll just cut this tip off. Maybe. There we go. Now all I gotta do is see if I can color those green a little bit. That's got kind of a tree shape. that goes. Okay, there's a tree, and there's a little tree. And we'll put those on the clock, and that's close as I can get them. Okay, there's the two little trees in place now. And they're glued in place, and they don't look bad at all. I get it all back together. It doesn't make any noise. Well, look at here. And the rest of the bellow papers look fine. Just the hinge is crap. So let's fix it. And this little bellows. Anemic too, so let's replace both of them. Even after putting a new bellows on here, there's still nothing coming out of this one. And it's because there's a piece missing back here that actually is part of the whistle. So I'll have to cut a piece of plastic to fit on there so this will whistle again. Yay, plastic didn't work worth a darn, so I'm going to try a piece of wood. In this case, a piece of bamboo. Yeah. Hang on, I want to see if I can get this to work. I just stuck the bamboo on there right now. Yeah, shoot. That'll do it. We'll cut the bamboo and use it. Trying to get all of these wires to work exactly the way they're supposed to, and keep from getting all tangled up. And adjusting it is more fun than you can shake the stick at. On top of it, if you don't carefully put that water wheel in right, guess what can catch on the water wheel? The stupid hour hand or minute hand. It has to be as far out on the shaft as it will go, so that the minute hand is behind the water wheel, or you got to push the water wheel all up against the case so that the minute hand is in front of the water wheel. Otherwise, it gets around to this time and the minute hand will get stuck on the water wheel. Okay, let's see how we go here. Come up to 10 o'clock. And the bird door don't shut. Okay, let's see how she goes now. And it didn't trip the half hour. Now what? Something else is stuck. Okay, this got to be fun. It would stop. It's stuck. Well, it's cuckooing, but you got wire here to here that operates the bellow. You got you got another wire here. You got another wire here that operates the Woodchpper on the front. Then you got these two bellow lifters. And you got the wire that controls the cuckoo bird's tail. Then you get a lever up here that pushes on the lever to start the music. And you got another wire here that acts as the stop on the fan. So it just was kind of a crazy mess. We finally got it. Everything seems to be working just fine now. I just hope none of these get bent out of shape when I shove it back. Okay, I think I finally got it. A half hour. Now watch the little wood chopper.